Here's the Yom Yom for today. On the evening of Shabbat, 1797, the first Rebbe of Chabad, the one who wrote the Tanya, right? He taught. Here is a picture. We've had this before. Picture of the first Rebbe of Chabad. Drawn. There's a pasuk that says, here it says, Kidashtem HaYom Machar. Before the Torah was given, so Moses gave instructions to the Jewish people, make yourself holy today and tomorrow. And then the sentence continues, V'chivsu simlotechem, and wash your garments. That was the preparation for the giving of the Torah. Sanctify today and tomorrow, and wash your garments. So this idea of making holy today and tomorrow, this God does. This God makes it holy. Don't worry. You have to take God into consideration. You don't have to do everything on your own. You have to do something on your own for sure. But God, He's the one that washes your garment. God is the one that makes today and tomorrow holy. But washing your garments, this you have to do yourself. That's what the first Rebbe said. That Tzemach Tzedek, the third Rebbe of Chabad, the grandson of the first Rebbe, he explained, make them holy, this God said to Moses. And there is a Moses in every generation. In every generation, there's a totally unusual, unique Jew that's totally different from all the rest of the Jews. That's Moses. And he's the leader of the Jews. He's the one that inspires all the Jews. This, that God said, make them holy, this is what God said to Moses. And by means of this, they could sanctify, make holy today and tomorrow. But first of all, the Jewish people had to wash their garments. You had to clean your thoughts, speech, and action. This you have to do on your own in order to receive the blessing of God through Moses. So Moses, he brought the blessing of God into the world. That God makes you holy. But in order for you to accept it, you have to wash your garments. The garments of the soul are thought, speech, and action. That's today. Now let's do tomorrow. Tomorrow, the Baal Shem Tov passed away on Wednesday, the first day of Shavuot, in 1760. And he's buried in the city of Mezebuz. The Alter Rebbe said on that day, on Wednesday, if you look in the creation of the world, on Wednesday was the day when God hung the sun and the moon in the sky. The word in Hebrew for hung, to hanging in the sky, is the same word for removing, natal. It says on the fourth day, the luminaries were taken away. The luminaries, that was the Baal Shem Tov, was passed away. Also, that's the day when King David passed away. Also, King David. Okay, now let's do the day after that, which is for the people outside of Israel. They're going to have 2 days. 1 second. Here we go. All right, this is how you should act. When the Kohanim bless the people, they say, Yevarecha Hashem v'yishmerecha. It says they turn right, left, middle, right, left, middle. Okay, but this you'll have to read yourself. Look at it. Yeah, so these are all the directions of how to act when on the time of the blessings of the Kohanim. What you're supposed to do when the Kohanim say Yevarecha, you look forward. When they say Yevarecha Hashem, you turn your face to the right, which is the left of the Kohen. When the Kohen says V'yishmerecha, you're in the middle, and the Kohen says Yair. In other words, there are 15 words. So he says Yevarecha Hashem v'yishmerecha. Yair Hashem panav elecha v'yichunecha. You saw Hashem panav. That's after you finish. In the holiday, there's a special prayer you say for fixing up dreams, bad dreams. You say this in the end. It explains when to say it. Okay, and then after the Kohanim are finished,
It's called a Dibur. There's another paragraph you say. This is while you're after you say Amen to the blessing of the Kohanim, and your face is still covered by the talid. There are some places, like outside of Israel, the blessing of the Kohanim is only said on the holidays. On the holidays, and in Israel, there's some places where they say every day, blessing of the Kohanim. In this, so this is especially talking about the Shavuot when the blessing of the Kohanim is said. Okay, now we'll have a story. 1 minute.